Nan Hayworth is a Republican congresswoman from New York. She's a member of the Financial Services Committee and is a Romney campaign surrogate. We are delighted to have you. And it's Dr. Hayworth as well, right?
Yes.
All right, so you know Paul Ryan really well. We're just getting to know him. So here are a couple of highlights that we've learned over the weekend, right? He is an extreme workout enthusiast, P90X workout,
Yes.
right? He's done a lot for P90X. He first took office at the age of 28, and then, you know, we heard about the tragedy in his family when he was a teenager and found his father dead in bed, dead of a heart attack. But there are a lot of people that don't know him. And as a matter of fact, there was an opinion poll of Paul Ryan that says 54% of the people don't really know who he is.
Right.
You call him a friend.
He is.
So tell us a little bit about Paul Ryan.
Well, Paul Ryan is sincere, he is substantive, he's serious about what he does, he is deeply patriotic, and he is courageous, he is principled. He presented a plan that really will fulfill the obligations we have to those most in need and those relying on our safety net, and still allow the economy to grow. And that's the key to making all of our future opportunities succeed. And the programs that we depend upon succeed. We have to have an economy that grows.
Now, this is a young man. He's 42 years old. He has a young family. Give us a little glimpse into that side of Paul Ryan.
Well, he is very dedicated to his family, and I think that is, again, an indication of his caring and his principles and the responsible nature of someone like Paul Ryan. He is a great friend and mentor to members of the freshman class. Of course, he's one of the young guns who inspired so many of us, like me, a citizen legislator, to run for office. And he has been the architect and our teacher and mentor, he's been the architect of a budget plan that actually will work for the United States.
Let's talk about that budget plan because, you know, there is quite a bit of unpopularity behind it. And you actually ran on the budget plan. So here are some of the details of it. It cuts nearly $6 trillion in spending, cuts tax revenues by $4 trillion, drops tax rates on the wealthy and corporations to 25%. Nonpartisan tax policy analysis of Ryan proposal says similar to those of Romney plans, and says that the wealthy would get the most tax cuts and the bottom 20% would pay more. What's your reaction to that?
Well, Zoraida, it's crucial to understand that under the current law, everybody's going to pay more, including folks in the lowest brackets. So the idea is not to make anybody pay more in taxes, and it is not to burden those who can least afford to contribute to that, but to grow the economy so that everybody will benefit from greater revenues to the federal government without impeding progress by having the federal government take more than we can afford it to take.
But, you know, something that everybody has highlighted is the cuts to Medicare in particularly, and then some of, you know, women's issues and health issues. And you're a doctor. Does that concern you?
Not at all, because women's concerns are the same as those of every other American. Primarily, they are that we have an economy that can accommodate their needs, their families' needs, that will allow them to have jobs and to have growth. Medicare will be strengthened and stabilized by the Pathway to Prosperity budget, which, of course, we did pass in the House of Representatives in both 2011 and 2012. And, in fact, it so responsibly cares for those obligations that it doesn't come into full balance until 2037, precisely because we do have so much to do for Medicare and Social Security. So it's a very responsible budget.
Congresswoman Nan Hayworth, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.